Hare Krishna. Hi everyone. Welcome.
Welcome to part 3 of SQL questions and answers. In case you have not seen part 1 and part 2, please check the video description to find the links of part 1 and part 2. Let us continue. Let's see the next question. The next question is eliminate duplicates in the table. As part of this query, we need to remove one of the duplicate entry present in the employees table. We can do the data setup with the given SQL queries. So I am inserting a duplicate record with the employee ID 120 for employee Dharma in the employees table. Let us run a select query. Select staff from employee where employee name is Dharma. You can see that in the output there are two rows returned which is having the employee ID 100 and employee ID is 120. First we will see how to fetch duplicate records present in the employees table. Select employee name, department ID, gender, city, count staff from employee. Then we can group by employee name, department ID, gender, city or any other column which is having the count of star greater than 1. Let's run the query. So the output shows that the last column count is 2 for employee Dharma. Now we will implement a query to delete one of the duplicate entries from the employees table. Delete from employee where employee ID not in. Select minimum of employee ID if you want to delete the lowest employee ID, or you can say maximum of employee ID if you want to delete the maximum employee ID, that is 120. From employee, group by employee name, department ID, gender and city. Let us run the query. We can see that in the output, query has run successfully and one row is deleted. Now let's run the query to fetch the duplicate entries. The output shows that there is no duplicate entries present in the employees table. We can also run the query. Select star from employee where employee name is Dharma. And we can see that in the output, there is only one employee present in the employees table with the name Dharma and employee ID is 100. Next question, how to drop primary key from the employees table. First we will see how to add a primary key to the employees table. Alter table employee add constraint employee underscore pk primary key of employee ID. This query will add a primary key constraint to the employees table. Let's run the query. Table is altered successfully and primary key is added to the employees table. Now we can delete the primary key constant from the employees table. Alter table employee drop constraint employee underscore pk. Let's run the query. The output shows that the query has been run successfully and the primary key has been dropped from the employees table. Let's see the next question. What's the male and female employee ratio? Here we need to find number of male employees and female employees present in the employees table. Then we need to find the percentage of that ratio. Let's see the solution for this question. Select count star filter where gender is male M. Then we multiply with that 100 divided by count of star. Therefore total number of records in that table as male ratio. Comma count star of filter where gender is F multiply with 100 divided by count star as a female ratio from employee. Let's run the query. Male ratio in employees table is 88.8%. Female ratio is 11.11%. Let's see the next question. Write a query to fetch first 50% of records from the employees table. Select staff from employee, order by employee ID, limit the result to 50% by writing a inner query. Select count of employee ID by 2 from employees table. Let's run the query. We can see that in the output, only 4 records are returned from the employees table. Let's see the next question. Write a query to retrieve the list of employees from the same city. Select E1.employee ID, E1.employee name, E1.city from employee E1, employee E2, where E1.city is equal to E2.city. Here, we are doing a self-join of employee table on city column. If you run this query, we can see that the output contains 2 rows for each and every employee from the same city. Let's add one more condition, and E1.employee ID is not equal to E2.employee ID. Finally, we can see that in the output, it will return only the employees who comes from the same city, that is Delhi. There are totally 4 employees who present in the same city. Let's see the next question. Write a query to find and remove the duplicate records from the employees table. Let us insert a duplicate entries into the employees table. Select star from employee where employee name is equal to Lucky. So there are total 2 records exist in the employee table with the same name, same employee ID. Now let's write a query to remove the duplicate records from the employees table. Select employee ID, employee name, gender, salary, city, count star as duplicate count from the employee table group by employee ID, employee name, gender, salary, city having the count star of greater than 1. Let's run this query. You can see that last column, duplicate count, it shows 2 rows present with the same name, employee ID 108. Now let's delete the duplicate row from the employees table. Delete from employee where employee ID in. Select employee ID from employee group by employee ID having count star greater than 1. Let's run this query. So you can see that duplicate row is deleted from employees table. Let us run the select query to find the duplicate rows. Output shows that there is no duplicate row present in the employees table. Next question. Write a query to find the total count of employees joined each year. Let's see the solution for this question. Select from the employee details table, we can select the join date and extract year from join date as join year. Select extract year from join date as join year. Count star as employee count from employee details table. Let's name it as alias as ED. Inner join with employee table E on E.employee ID is equal to ED.employee ID. We can group by join year. Let's run this query. We can see that in the output, in 2022, 1 employee is joined. In 2020, there is 1 employee joined. Let's see the next question. Write a query to get the current date from the DB. Select current underscore date. It returns the current date from the database. We can also use select getDate method or select sysdate method to get the current date from the database. Let's see the next question. Write a query to find first 4 characters of employee name from the employees table. The solution is very simple. Select substring of employee name, 1, 4 starting index to the end index from employees table. So this will return all the employee names from the employees table limiting the name to the 4 characters. Let's see the next question. Retrieve the employee name and employee city in a single column as employee name with city. We can use concatenation operator for this. Select concatenate employee name, comma, let's have some space in between, comma, city as employee name and city from employee table. Let's run this query. We can see that employee name and city is concatenated in the out as a single column. Next question. Write a query to calculate even and odd employee ID records from the employees table. To select the even records, we can write a query as select star from employee where employee ID modulus 2 is equal to 0. This will return only the employee IDs which are even in number. For odd employee IDs, select star from employee where employee ID modulus 2 not equal to 0. This will return only the employee IDs which are odd in number. Let's see the next question. Write a query to retrieve department who is having less than 2 employees working in it. Select department ID, count of employee ID as employee number from employee table, group by department ID having the count of employee ID is less than 2. Let's run this query. We can see that department ID 3 is having only 1 employee, department ID 4 is having again only 1 employee. All other departments are having 2 or more than 2 employees. Let's see the next question. Write a query to retrieve employee designation along with the total salaries paid for each of them. First, we'll see the employee details. To see the designation of employee, select star from employee details. The 2 employees present in employee details table whose designation is T1 and T2. Select star from employees table and the salary of the employees present in employees table. Now we need to find the employee designation along with the total salary paid for each of them. Select ed.employee ID, ed.employee designation from employee details table alias ed. Let's join this with employees table e on e.employee ID is equal to ed.employee ID. Finally, we can group this by employee designation. We can also group by employee ID, ed.employee ID. Then we can also get the sum of salary from employees table using function sum of e.salary. Let's run this query. We can see that in the output, employee ID 102 having the designation T2, sum of salary is 1100. Employee ID is 101 having the designation T1, sum of salary is 1000. Let's see the next question. Write a query to find number of employees whose date of joining is between January 1st, 2020 and 31st December 2022, grouped according to their age. Select count star, employee age from the employees details table, group by employee age. Let's run this query. We can see that in the output with employee age 25, the total 1 employee exists in the employee details table, and with S23, there is 1 employee exists in the employee details table. Now let's add a second condition of a join date, where join date is between 01/01/2020 and 31/12/2022, group by employee age. You can also select join date from the employees table, group by join date. Let's run this query. You can see that in the output, employee age and join date along with the count number of employees who joined within that date displayed in the output. Let's see the next question. Write a query to retrieve the list of employees working in the same department. Select E1.department ID from employees table alias E1, employee E2. So here we are doing a self join where E1.department ID is equal to E2.department ID. Let's also select department name from the employees table and add condition and E1.employee name not equal to E2.employee name. Let's run this query. We can see that self-join is returning a duplicate records in the output. We can select distinct of department ID from the employees table. You can see that in the output, 3 employees are working on department ID 1 and 3 other employees working in the same department ID 2. We can order by E1.department ID. Let's see the next question. Write a query to retrieve last 3 records from the employees table. Select star from employee, order by employee ID, descending order, limit to 3. Let's run the first half of this query. We can see that output employee table is ordered in a descending order. Now we need to select only 3 records from the employees table. Let's change it to ascending to select last 3 records from the employees table. We can also select last 3 records from the employees table without using the limit. Select star from employee E1 where n is greater than. Select count star from employee E2 where E2.employee ID is greater than E1.employee ID. Let's change the n to 3. Let's run this query. This will return first 3 rows from the employees table. We need to change the condition. E1.employee ID is greater than E2.employee ID. This will return last 3 rows from the employees table. Let's see the next question. Write a query to find the values in the employee table where department ID is null. Select star from employee where department ID is null. Let's run this query. We can see that there is no employee present in employees table whose department ID is null.
Thanks for watching.